Culture Warriors segment tonight. A group called Let Freedom Ring, which describes itself as a traditional values organization, has put together this political ad.
I've always been a Catholic and a middle-class working person. I've been a Democrat for 40 years. When I heard Vice President Biden speak about same-sex marriage, and I knew the platform from President Obama was same-sex marriage, I, as a devout Catholic, could no longer uphold and stand for that platform. I had to stand up for my faith. Vice President Biden, I think he sold out to the system. The Democrats of yesterday are not the Democrats of today.
The question is, should Mr. Biden's Catholic faith be an issue? With us now, the Culture Warriors, Jeanine Pirro and Gretchen Carlson. Carlson, what say you?
I say that anything is fair game in politics. And keep in mind, last time around, we talked a lot about Reverend Wright with President Obama. There's been a lot of discussion about Mitt Romney being a Mormon. I actually think that voters are not going to necessarily pay that close attention to this ad because it's all about the economy and maybe foreign policy now.
Yeah, but the Catholic vote is very important because it did go to the Obama-Biden ticket last time around. And this time we got some problems with the birth control mandate for Catholic institutions, the same-sex marriage deal, the abortion deal, and on and on. Is it fair? You're a Catholic, right?
I'm a Catholic, and absolutely, I've run for office. I mean, anything that you say, you go out there and say, this is who I am, and then your actions are inconsistent with what you say or your beliefs, that's fair game.
But Biden's actions aren't, wait. Biden's actions aren't inconsistent. Remember, he was the guy that put the president on the spot when he said,
well, that's
I think gay marriage should be like
here's
that.
the problem. In a year, when you've got a race as close as this is, and Catholics are 25% of the voters in a swing state, if you've got Catholics and they don't believe in same-sex marriage, the inclusion in the national platform of the Democratic Party, taking God initially out of the platform, they're going to say, I'm going to align myself more with a Catholic who is more like me.
Well, that lady
that's different than taking God out of the platform. When you look at the recent surveys, this is from Pew, how many Catholics favor same-sex marriage? 58%.
58?
58%.
A lot of liberal Catholics, there's no doubt about it.
That's much higher than those who favor abortion or contraception.
But then why is Obama down this year? When he ran against McCain, it was 54-45. This year, they're 50-50 at the top of the ticket. Catholics for Romney and for Obama. So there's a swing issue there.
Well, it's also, Joe Biden is a pro-choice guy, but he wasn't. In 1982, Biden voted for a constitutional amendment to overturn Roe v. Wade, 1982. So in the beginning, like Ted Kennedy, like Edward Kennedy, he was pro-life. And then as his party became more liberal, Joe Biden kind of went along with the party. So now I'm going to put this out. It's pretty provocative. If I were making that ad, and I wouldn't do that. I mean, I think that a person's religion should be private. I really do. All right. I would have said, who is the real Joe Biden? And how, abortion, that's a way bigger issue for the theology of Catholicism. Not for the church, but for the theology. Abortion is really a big issue. Gay marriage, Jesus never talked about it. Birth control, obviously didn't have it back then. They're important issues, but not at the level of abortion. Then you're getting into the fabric of the theology.
And I think what this does, this is obviously a conservative group that's putting out this ad.
Right.
But what this does is it begs then for attack ads about Romney being a Mormon.
Right. Oh, how are you going to attack Romney being a Mormon, though? How are you going to do that?
They haven't really thus far.
But
because he's consistent with his Mormon theology.
There are 3 weeks left.
Wait. But she's raising an issue. How do you attack Romney, who's a consistent Mormon? He does what they say.
I'm just saying that they'll start to raise questions about his
what?
Well, just wait and see. I'm just saying
I'm just telling you, I don't see any relevance there. I mean, they're going to go back to the 17th century on it? Ridiculous.
Yeah, but what they've got to do is now they realize that the Catholic vote is so important.
Sure.
They're trying to alienate him and say he's not a Catholic like the rest of us are Catholics because he believes in all these tenets.
They're trying to marginalize him with the voters.
They're marginalizing him, and it's a smart move. In politics, all is fair.
I don't believe all is fair in politics, but it may be tactically a smart move. Ladies, thank you very much. When we come right back, Megyn Kelly.